the system, DARPA and its multiple connections, including the intelligence communities, are now confident enough to say, okay, we've reached the point. Now we can start making the internet what it was always planned to be. And in the same way, you had companies, Facebook, Amazon, YouTube, Twitter, that have been promoted and supported to become near monopolies. And again, the same process. To become to reach that near monopoly situation, they had to give people what they wanted. So what did we have in the early days at the same time of the internet? We had no censorship on Facebook, no censorship on Google. The search engine reflected what people were wanting. And you had no censorship on YouTube, etc., and Twitter, and no censorship of books on Amazon, as Amazon was being financially supported to lose lots of money every year, but by not having to worry about that, was able to get this, again, near monopoly situation on book circulation, even book publishing. And all these companies now, at the same time, they've said, okay, the internet, we've got it where we want it, now we'll make it what we plan it to be. At the same time, you're seeing these internet companies, I say controlled by the same people, who are doing the same. They're now censoring ever more blatantly, ever more outrageously. You've got Amazon now deleting books, not selling books, that are challenging the system in whatever way, including now, more recently, books that are challenging the official story of vaccines. So this has been systematic. It's like having a fishing line thrown out. Oh, look at this, isn't it great? No censorship. Hey, isn't it great? And then now the fishing line's being pulled in. The target, the biggest target, of course, is the alternative media, which is challenging the official story of virtually everything, depending on what their specialization is. And you have this happening in the same period that they are inventing more and more excuses to censor. So first of all, we've got to stop terrorism. Okay, so we'll ban this and we'll ban that, fake news. We're going to stop fake news. Well, was the BBC shut down then, surely? But no, apparently not. So fake news, so we've got to stop fake news. So we've got to ban that, we've got to ban that, we've got to ban that. Now we've got far-right white supremacy and white nationalism. We've got to ban that. And so it goes on. No, you can't say that because somebody will be upset. And this is the other part of that, is that all these things are seamlessly connected. They're all expressions of the same thing. I hear people say, you see conspiracies everywhere. No, I don't. I see one conspiracy with multiple faces and multiple facets. And so you look at political correctness, and that is connected into all this, because political correctness, which is a means of getting the target population to silence itself, is now being used more and more as multiple excuses to censor. And therefore, the more that you can get people, quote, upset and self-identified as a victim across the multiples of subjects and situations, the more upset people you have, the more sense of victimized people you have, the more excuses you've got to say, no, you can't say that because it upsets this person. You can't say that, it upsets that person. And this is the whole foundation of it. That which is behind all this couldn't give a damn who's upset, but it could give a damn about using that to justify censorship. And, fascism, or actually what it is Marxism, but because fascism and Marxism are basically expressions of the same thing, centralized tyranny, they use the same techniques. So it can get confusing sometimes. Is this fascism or Marxism? It doesn't matter, it's tyranny.
Yeah.
But because, there aren't people in jackboots goose-stepping down the street, and that nice Mark Zuckerberg in his grey t-shirt, hey man, hey, grey t-shirt, I'm one of you, man. He can't be horrible. Well, he is. The people running these companies, from Bezos and all through, are actually disgusting people, running disgusting companies for disgusting reasons because they have utter and total contempt for freedom of expression and the right of every individual to have their free opinion. They have contempt for that, and don't let the smiley grey t-shirt images of people like Brin and Page that run Google, who go down the same road of I'm a progressive, I'm one of you. Don't let them confuse you and hoodwink you, because they have a very, very dark agenda. But even they are only front people.
Yeah, definitely.
Whether you've seen, you must have done, everybody must have seen it, or most people, Mark Zuckerberg on Capitol Hill being questioned by
I've seen it. Congress.
By a congressional committee. I mean, when you see those headlights of an oncoming train eyes staring, and that almost terrified face, well, not even almost, right? And being
he was like a robot.
Yeah, and being disarmed by the even the most mild questioning, which someone like that should have instant answers for. You kind of get the feeling, not wrong, by the way, that he doesn't run Facebook, and I say Bezos doesn't run Amazon. They all, in the end, go deep in the shadows, and they're controlled by the same group, the same network, which is running this agenda of making free speech disappear. And I'll just finish on this point with this. I have a phrase I use: know the outcome and you'll see the journey. Because if you don't know what the outcome is planned to be, events on the way to that outcome can seem like random events. Just this happens, that happens, that happens. Once you know what the outcome is designed to be, then the events are no longer random. You can see the process, the progress towards the outcome. And you now have a situation where the outcome that is desired is quite simply this: that the point is eventually reached where no one ever hears anything or sees anything in the public arena that the system doesn't want them to see and hear. And to do that, you have to destroy freedom of speech. Because while freedom of speech exists, you have the freedom to speak and challenge and say things that are outside what the system wants people to see and hear. So free speech has to go. That's why it's being deleted, because it's preventing that planned outcome of people only seeing what the system wants them to see or hear. And it's a very, very dangerous situation that we're facing now. And I cannot impress upon people just how extreme it is, and that apart from the jackboots and the goose stepping, we are moving into a very, very dark and dangerous era.